Today I want to talk to you about how to select, how to have the clear idea about the burrs that you are using. As you know, in 2015, we launched on the market with Comet these two kits. First, LD1373, that is a kit for direct restoration, the Adhesthetics kit for direct restoration, and in 12 burrs, 12 tips, we want to summarize both main tips useful in the majority of the cases in direct restorative, both anterior and posteriors. LD1372 is the Adhesthetics kit for the indirect restoration. So mainly, majority of the situation that you can cover with these 12 burrs in direct, indirect, posterior or anterior restorative. But today I don't want to talk to you about this, okay? I want to talk about how to analyze and to have the clear idea of the burr and the characteristic of the burr that you are using. If you want to know more about all these burrs, you can go on my websites and you can download for free the PDF in different languages. You can have the opportunity to download it and to see all details about how we select these burrs, the characteristics, and what is useful for. Going ahead. Usually when we have a burr, I'm talking about diamond burr, the example are on my burrs kit, so about Comet codification, but is more or less the universal codification. You can have three parts of the name of a burr. First sequence of the name is the name of the burr and some characteristics. The second part of the name, the codification, is about the type of attachment that you have. The third part is about dimensions, okay? So analyzing one by one. First aspect. If I show you this burr that for me is one of the main in the sequence of online preparation, is the 6847 KRD 314016, okay? Just stay on the first part of the name. What is this name? Is the name. Like my name is Federico, another name can be James, can be Robert. My name is Federico, so this is the name of the burr. But inside of this, we have some important information. In example, the number 6, it means that is a coarse grit, and you can see also from the green ring, okay? So, in this case, you know that is a coarse grit. 847 is the series of this type of tapered burrs, and KR is a rounded corner, so it's not a regular shoulder, but is rounded, in inner angle rounded, and D is mentioning that we have depth mark for the depth calibration of this burr, okay? In example, if I take the second one that I have in the kit with the same shape, I have the 8847KR. And the first 8 is saying to me that I have a fine grit. So also the red ring is telling me, and I know that we have 46 microns in order to have a finishing of my preparation, a second phase of the preparation. Okay? And we have KR because the same shape, but we don't have the D because we don't have the depth marks. Okay? So this is important. The name includes some important information. In example, if you want to have an ultra polished and very well defined finishing line in a shoulder prep, in example, you can use the same shape, the same diameter with the 847 KR EF. What is the EF? Is going after, not before, and is saying extra fine, 25 microns, yellow ring, okay? And in this case, you know that you are not able to prepare the tooth, but you are able to create a perfect finishing line. In example, another type of series is H1, that is the name of the removal caries tip, removal caries burrs, okay? So this is the first point. Second point, 314 or 204. 314 is the FG. If you know me, you know that I don't like to use turbine. I love to use red ring handpiece, so high speed, and in this case the 314 is FG, so you have a bird that you can put on the red ring that I love to use, or in a turbine. The 204 is CA, contra-angle, so you can use on this type of contra-angle handpiece, and when you reduce the speed, you have this specific tooth in the inner part of in the last part of the burr that is going to link to the inner part of the head of the contra-angle, okay? The third part of the name, very important, is about dimensions. In example, if I tell you 8801 314 018, what it means? This is a bird that we use in the direct kit for direct restorations, for doing chamfer or to remove restoration in the undercut part, and we have 018, 1.8 millimeter of diameter. So if we move in another type of burr, the 959 KRD 314 018 is a totally different burr. It's a burr that we use in the online prep, but we have the same number, 018, 1.8 millimeter. But if you compare these two burrs, you can see that are totally different. And where is the diameter that this number is indicated to me? In the wider part, okay? So in the case of this round burr, you have in the maximum diameter 1.8 millimeter. In the other one, you have the maximum diameter at the base of the burr. But when we prepare an online, we have to know what is in the apex, the apical part of the burr. So this is why on my manual of the burrs, I'm also codifying to you what is the other diameter. Anyway, remember this, okay? So this is very important. In this case, you can calibrate the depth of your preparation, the wider of your preparation or your excavation, okay? So remember, we have three parts of the name of a burr. Name with the grit also usually. The type of attachment and the wider dimension, wider diameter. This is an important aspect in order to be faster, to be more accurate in our clinical daily practice, in our protocol when we select the burrs. Once you understood this, is something that you know and is very useful in small details in your daily practice. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. You can follow us in our social media channels, in our websites. If you understood the importance of this, please share with your friends this video and follow us for another one. Do better than yesterday.